the people that uphold the goodness of the pages, you guys are the best. Like, we fucking love you guys. Like, you guys are the best. We're just here to talk about the shit because we want everybody to understand what it's like to be down in the boiler room shoveling the fucking coal in the boilers. It's not quite as bad anymore, right? We've got the new rules and the new structures that come from Facebook. We've got 6 people in the mod room, 7 people. So it's good, right? It's good. But I just wanted to make sure everybody knew that we understand, we can see, believe us, because we know it was a goddamn shit show nightmare hellscape in the beginning, and what everybody else is doing now, for the most part, is awesome, and we appreciate that. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Season 2 of the Liberal Gun Owners Lens podcast. I am Miyanovich, and I will be your pilot on an unprecedented ride through the most innovative and forward-thinking analysis of the relationship between humans and guns on planet Earth. The entire nexus between guns and public safety needs a wake-up call, and Liberal Gun Owners is here to rock that party. Are you somebody who thinks you know what's going on with guns and public safety? I don't give a shit. I'm dragging your ass into the future whether you like it or not. So we're going into the Trump era. It's like 2015, 2016, and people just start going fucking ape shit. And all of a sudden people are hot on buying guns on the left, and so we just start getting rushes, right? And then we don't even have POLSTAT at this point. We don't have outward facing rules. We're still doing stick shift on all of that. And that, do you guys remember that, going holy shit? You remember that?
It went from, we'd get in a week maybe like 10, 15 people trying to get in to, like, in a day, 200 people trying to get in.
Do you remember that, Adam?
Yeah, I totally remember that. I'm actually pulling up the numbers quick. But yeah, no, our membership rate went from around 1,000, I think we had built slowly up to, of solid people, straight up to like 4,000, 3,000, 4,000 numbers. And in a very, very, very short amount of time.
I remember it was in the 800s. It was like between 850 and 900 was before I went, oh, fuck, here comes the thing. Or we were at like 850, 900 people, I think. Mm-hmm. But that was a real eye opener. And then we had to start having conversations about, because this is the other thing is, wanting to defend yourself is something. But being like a paranoid fucking leftist who wants to like go out into the street with your fucking gear and your AK-47 and start policing fucking white nationalists or something, like that's the first time we had to deal with that. And Antifa, there's the other thing that, there are people in our fucking development group, people in our community, but in our development group, that no matter what I fucking say, they show up with hats and patches that are like supporting the groups that try to fucking rip us down, that are on our side. And people that are flag flying Antifa come into the group and just fucking try to destroy it. Like, they're not there to be like solidarity. They're there to be like, you're not doing it right. There's only one fucking way to do it.
Yeah, and they're looking for foot soldiers.
And fuck you the way that you do it, you dad bod centrists, milk toasties. Right? But still, I have dudes showing up at our fucking trainings with Antifa hats on, and I've fucking said, this is what's up. Like, these cats come in and they fucking shit on us, right? And there are other left-wing groups that people wear their patches, or online forum groups and people wear their patches. Like, I'll just say it, the Liberal Gun Owners Reddit group. I think that's cool. I stay away from them. I let them do their thing. Nobody owns Liberal Gun Owners, small L, small g, small o. No one ever owns that. But we own capital L, capital G, capital O, 501c4 trademark. We own that. But even on that Liberal Gun Owners Reddit group, I'm glad they have like a lot of people and they share, and I'm glad for that. But one of our cats went in there and was like, yo, like the liberal gun owners 501c4 group, hey, we were here before you guys. And like, it just gets trashed with downvotes. Like if you go in there and try to tell them the truth about something, they're like, fuck them, fucking, because somehow we have a TM. So now we're establishment centrist milquetoasts, and they're the fucking freedom fighters of the internet, which is fine. If you want to do that, if you want to have that attitude, go ahead. But then they do what we know that people are doing these days, especially internet people, which is they just change the facts. They just perceive things that aren't real, right?
Yeah, Reddit is its own hive mind. It can be good, but it has a lot of dysfunction.
This is a contributing factor to why we have had to moderate so hard, is because you just get delusional internet people with guns that come in and try to redefine facts. And that's a major part of what we have to work against. So, and all of these other elements start coming in. It's just not like general douchebaggery. Now there's like people with causes coming in, right? And shitting on us.
Do you remember we had a handful of people who were like, at the time, I wasn't sure if they were being sarcastic, but they were like super devoted to Kim Jong-un or something. And I slowly realized like they're not being sarcastic.
Yeah, they were proponents of Juche. That's like fucking like Korean communism. And I was joking with them because I thought they were joking at first. And then I was like, Jimmy, these fuckers are real. It's amazing that people are on the internet and see the word liberal, and I can't stress this enough, that liberal just simply does not mean the opposite of conservatism. It does not mean the opposite of white nationalism. It certainly doesn't mean the opposite of capitalism. Although I think that we could make a good case for, or what should I say there? Well, we can make a good case for the negatives associated with capitalism is what I wanted to say. But the people see the word liberal and they just project all over it. And that psychological phenomenon, in addition to other regressive psychological phenomena that come from left-wing people, we have to fucking fight against that shit all the time. We're not perfect at it. It's still, the bullshit still ends up on the page. You can't fucking stop it. And we can't really reach our full potential because on the internet, it's going to happen. But that's those bigger forces. Once we got a little bit of gravity to us and a little bit of substance, those things came calling. And so then we needed to work against those things. And it was, again, we were asking people, will you please just talk about let's just talk about fucking guns. And stop turning this into, oh yeah, I'm a liberal, I own guns. By the way, I'm going to talk about all this other shit that has nothing to do with guns because I'm a liberal and that's what we do. And then that's fucking attempting to destroy the page. Were you going to say something, Adam?
Yeah, there are so many posts where it's like, here's a picture of a gun. Now let's talk about this political bullshit.
Right.
And it was just like, that's not how this page works.
Yeah.
Yes. So that was there's amazing how many times that happened.
Yeah. And to be clear, right? I don't know everyone, but I know the three of us, right? We care about all these other things too, right? I am not a single issue voter, but the page is liberal gun owners. It isn't liberal talk about everything under the damn sun. There's lots of other pages for that
and also
stuff.
There are a lot of people that use guns as this, I don't want to say, proxy is not the right word, but they use guns as their keyway, right? Mm-hmm. And so they just deal with it enough. And then they're just involved in it enough, but they're not really involved in it, just a little bit. They own some and, hey, look at me and look at these guns. But then they just want to use that to be a part of a community, and then they want that community then to be defined by their personal politics, their niche thing that they support, and right. So there's that element as well. And so what I saw was that all of that was flooding from the first, the 1.0 era of just douchebaggery to motivated groups to liberals trying to just use the page for whatever they fucking want. Something had to happen. And that's why in 2017, I was like, we're creating a second page. And so we created the POLSTAT page and the POLSTAT rule to just get the sludge or the legitimate political discussion related to guns, which happens too. But just to get it off the main page. If I wouldn't have done that, it would have been untenable. Like you can't have it.
Yeah, and to your credit, it worked beautifully.
It did. Yeah, you're welcome. And even if it's just a fucking shit pipe, you know what I mean? Even if it's just a shit pipe to the fucking septic field.
Yeah, well, I mean, thankfully now POLSTAT. If you guys don't know, POLSTAT's the other section, I guess, of LGO. We differentiate them by calling them main and POLSTAT, but POLSTAT is good. Right, we moderate it as well. It's pretty clean. Obviously, all the
and I should say, but I'll let Adam go here in a second. The people that uphold the goodness of the pages, you guys are the best. Like we fucking love you guys. Like you guys are the best. We're just here to talk about the shit because we want everybody to understand what it's like to be down in the boiler room shoveling the fucking coal in the boilers. It's not quite as bad anymore, right? We've got the new rules and the new structures that come from Facebook. We've got 6 people in the mod room, 7 people. So it's good, right? It's good. But I just wanted to make sure everybody knew that we understand, we can see, believe us, because we know it was a goddamn shit show nightmare hellscape in the beginning, and what everybody else is doing now, for the most part, is awesome, and we appreciate that. Adam, go ahead. What are you going to say?
Well, just the biggest thing was we always say no to the split. And that means that, and I've said this, I don't know how many times I've posted this, but usage and function is the definition that we use for liberal gun owners, meaning usage and function of the gun. It's not, this gun kind of works this way, but I want this policy to work this way. It's straight up. And then once we go to the POLSTAT, it's not any politics. It's gun-related politics with a potpourri, a mix. Once in a while, we'll do a major post on a major topic of the day that we know is going to come out anyways, and that's kind of our flush that we want people to go into. But that's the biggest thing, is that splits worked amazingly well, even though people still don't understand it half the time, even though they've agreed to read the rules, even though everything is laid out there for as much as they can ever possibly want it, and we spoon feed it to them, they still don't get it. But it's still gun-related politics, gun-related policy, ethics, shootings, things like that are on POLSTAT. So that's kind of where I really wanted to throw that out there, because I've said it so many times.
I think most of the people that listen to the podcast are the kind of people that know that and follow it anyway. You know, the shittier a person is in our group, the more they just stay to the Facebook group. Like they don't go outside of it. They don't know about our fucking web pages. They don't know about the fucking podcast. They don't go to Twitter. They don't go to Instagram. They don't know we've been in Recoil magazine. They don't even know the difference between LGO and the Liberal Gun Club. Right? They're just there to have their own like fucking monomaniacal fucking experience with this one thing. They're not there to be educated.
If I could count the number of times we would have posts of, when do I get my membership card in the mail?
Well, I wrote a song about it.
I remember.
And I recorded it. But yeah, I mean, it's important that everybody understands that people have a problem psychologically. They believe that LGO is the Facebook group. Like, it's not. It's a branch. That's a branch on a very large oak tree at this point. It's just a social media branch. It's the Facebook. It's not the center of anything. If I had to do the nuclear option tomorrow, and we felt that was necessary, we'd do it. Cut the fucking limb off. Guess what? You guys fucked this. You had Facebook. You fucked it. We tried. We moderated. And you still fucked it. So it's gone. We're just going to have our own forum for 100 developers and go over to the other groups. Like, you legitimately have to have that attitude. The good news is it's nowhere near required. Like, I don't foresee me having to do that. But anyway, so the Trump, let's go back. The Trump era was quite a thing. The beginning of it. And we made it through that as well. And
I think the thing that I most took away, right, from that, or that I remember most about that time, is that we were getting a lot of people that we did let in that were scared. They were terrified and there to learn, I guess.
And that's good. And we were there to be as helpful as we can. And I think we still do that. So I'm trying to think. So 2017 was POLSTAT. 2017 added a lot of new personalities. 2017 is when Will Hancock was made a moderator. So all of those things converged to give us what seemed like some sane control for once.
I wanted to throw one thing out there, and we can cut this if we need to, but when we ask somebody to join LGO, we have specific questions we ask for a reason. We don't care. We care what your favorite gun is, but we don't really care what your favorite gun is. But that question has shown us more assholes than any other question. Because if they say none of your business, probably not going to fit in the group. If they say yes to the question, they're not a person. If they say 22 long rifle, the history of them making it in the group's not great, as are a lot of the like lever action 357s and things like that. We are not anti-FUD at all, but FUDs do exist, and militant FUDs, which is a really funny concept to talk about, exist too. And if you're, and it's just funny how that simple question triggers so many people that don't fit in our group. And it, like I said, I care, but I don't really care what your favorite gun is. But it gives us such an insight into the psychology of whoever's trying to join it, where if there's somebody that projects on other people on a lot of things, they project on that question. And it's just funny how the questions on what their favorite gun does actually give us insights into how they're going to act on the page.
Yeah. Self-righteousness, we'll be able to smell it pretty quick. Sometimes we let people go a little bit because we really want to see where it's headed. We had a recent example of that in the mod room. Some dude that everything he said was like salty dickhead. Like he didn't contribute anything other than being a self-righteous.
Yeah, this was very
like 2 weeks ago or something like that. That used to be all the time,
that was
LGO, salty, self-righteous
back in the day.
But it is amazing, to Adam's point, that if you ask a question what your favorite gun is, or if you have some sort of a gate towards good FUDs versus fucking assy FUDs, it's a good question. It's a good question. But the questions for the front gate have been really helpful. They've allowed me to be, along with how the moderating group is and the addition of people like Will Hancock and Casey Murphy, which I might have to blank out his last name because I'll have to ask him about that because he's active duty, has enabled me to turn this into a real world thing. Mm-hmm. So let's go back a little bit to asking you guys, like, what would, if I would have said to you, like in 2011, like, dudes, we are going to be flying to Texas, going to Indiana. There's going to be a podcast. I'm going to be doing research that is entering the academic realm. All of this shit, where there's going to be major funding happening. What would you guys, what would you guys have said if I said that?
I would have wondered what you were smoking.
Yeah, I would have thought there was something wrong with you. I think that's one of the things, right, that's hard to express in words. The very beginning of LGO, it was just like a popsicle stand, it was nothing. And it took a lot of hard work from a lot of people to get it where it is. And if you would have asked me the first days when I joined LGO, this was going to be something, No way.
What about you, Adam? Any more than just Randy? What are you smoking?
Yeah, no, I'd have been like, that sounds like a cool thing, but it's just not at that time, especially. I wouldn't have thought it was realistic for anything because it was such a mess. I mean, like you said, it was the quality of the content, the quality of the interactions was just not good because we didn't get strict enough on them until we really hammered down and kicked out the assholes and had our no asshole rule, and that really made a big difference. And no, I think that for what LGO has done, I couldn't have seen it coming, and luckily you did.
Yeah, well, I mean, it went from like the similar feeling that we all had to there's something valuable here. I'm not sure what, but there's something valuable here. And that was enough. And then it was, let's fight for it online. And then there was, wait a minute, now good people are coming here. And then wait a minute, world beaters are coming in here. Like impactful players in the world, like people who have brains and pull and money. These people are coming in here. So let's fight harder for it. And then the harder we fought, the more that I think resonated that there was something special, and special people were staying, or people that could get things done were staying, or people that could hold the decorum were staying. And once that started to happen, I was like, no, I really think there's something here, like for real professionally now. And then I had some conversations with some people, developers, and I was like, no, actually this can actually be a thing. And it wasn't just like, we're going to be successful. Yeehaw. It was, it's going to grow. And so what's the next level of protection? That was what I thought, was we need to protect this at the next level now, and to incorporate and make it a thing and get a trademark, because it's going to go, and not even I can stop it. Like I'm not in control of it. It's going to go forward. And we all know what happens whenever you become a beacon of some kind. You're just going to attract the garbage. So I wanted to just protect it the way that we had been doing. And so that was the first in like the first feeling was just, this can be something, and I'm not sure what, but we need to protect this. And so then once I protected it and we got the name and the trademark, and that sent out another message, and it attracted stronger difference makers, and it made me want to go further. And that's just the process. Basically, it's been that way. But I think it all started with Adam having this feeling like this is a good idea, and then Jimmy and I being like, we should fight for this. And then me recognizing that on the meta level, the gun owners has an importance to it. Now, I will say what that leads to, all the way from Adam to Jimmy to me, and Adam starting with, I think this is a good idea for an online thing. This is important. What's underneath that is actually a bigger idea too. It's whether Adam recognizes it or not, there's something bigger to that. And so what I've recognized is, in doing this full time for 5 years now, which is crazy. And this is what I'm working on now to try to get across to people. And I don't think people can understand this fully unless they're in my seat. And it's my professional duty to try to help people to see this. And it's really hard to do, but there's not just a society impacting potential here. There's actually an American history impacting potential here. And that's not just liberal gun owners. That's people left of center who are into guns. That's the first place where it is. And certainly I can see that the National African American Gun Association is probably the most like overt example of what I'm talking about. That they are already having this kind of an impact. And I think eventually they'll have a American history level impact. So that's the easiest way to describe it. But what's harder to get people to understand is that beyond all the other groups, the Liberal Gun Club, National African American Gun Association, name your group. This group actually has very high potential for doing that as well. Not just society, I mean history. Like there was the time before LGO and the time after LGO. That's actually here also. And that's what I'm trying to get to next. Because every time I've had the sensation or the knowing that this was valuable at the next level, it's been true. And we've fought for it. Now there's this next thing. And it's a son of a bitch and a whale of a thing. But because of the people that are involved, it's not just about me, obviously, but because of the people that are involved and the ideas that are involved, we do have the capacity for that. And it feels the same as maybe it did before. Like, this is going to be fucking impossible. That's kind of how I know it's right, or we should go for it. Is this is like a Randy being a crazy person again, right? But I'm just testifying in this podcast series. I'm testifying to everybody that that's what's happening in the lab. Is that I have to contend with that feeling. Is that everybody just thinks we're like jabronis and we do the guns and hey, we got the Instagram post and then there's a Miyanovich and it's a thing. But it's not quite that simple. It has way, way more. So to bring it all into focus, we went from shit show, but Adam felt there was a real potential here. Jimmy felt like there was something to fight for. All the way to this thing now, frankly, some days I don't even know what to fucking do with. Like, I don't know what to do with it. It's so big, but it's here. And that's the puzzle I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things that I always, even early on, that stuck with me is when we would get conservatives in LGO, and they would, for one, they'd act like, responsible human beings instead of trying to troll us. But the people that were in the group would openly tell us, I prefer LGO to any of the other conservative or other gun groups in general because of the level of discourse and decorum that you guys have. I always thought that was important. It's kind of like, guys, guns don't have to be the macho bullshit talking shit show that they are.
It kind of has come around to being somewhat what I originally hoped it to be, where it was a place that we could have conservatives in there, even though it wasn't tailoring to conservatives. It took years and years and years of finding adults in the room, because having conservatives in the group, typically when we had no Polstat or when they were allowed to be on Polstat, we kicked a lot of the conservatives out of the group because liberals were attacking them. I mean, they'd say their thing, and it just wasn't a place, especially with the environment of Polstat starting where Trump had just been inaugurated, that any type of conservative comments would have worked. But it's gotten to the point on our main page specifically where I strongly believe, as long as we're all adults, anybody of any political perspective would enjoy being on the page.
Right.
Not that we cater to them.
Yeah. And whether or not we do that, I mean, we default towards we're not going to be doing that.
No, we're not.
Right. But if it happened, it really wouldn't be that much of a thing. We do the whole idea that liberalism is about everybody all the time, open up. That's not true, right? So no, we need our own place, right? That's the first responsibility of it is for our side. And you're never going to have that without an echo chamber ish thing. And that's going to happen. So we need to have our own echo chamber. It just can't be a terrible fucking echo chamber. And that needs to happen, and it's going to stay like that. And we just have to police the echo chamber becoming really bad and swallowing everybody. And I think we have plenty of, we've got from the liberalitarians on the right, little right of center, all the way over to midway through the Bernie people, like democratic socialists. We might have some leftists, but they stay quiet. They don't last long, like hardcore leftists. And there are, of course, people that think they're leftists and they're supersonic, not fucking leftists. Just like we have people that think they're punks and they're not. Just like
Calling out the posers, right?
We have dudes in the fucking community that think they're anarchists, and they make at least $150,000 a year and have like a super sweet house and like a Cadillac benefits package, and they think they're fucking anarchists. So, you know, the internet, it just, you can be any kind of person, any kind of thing. There's just a lot of fucking pretzels, wackadoodle shit going on with people's brains. But yeah, so the Facebook thing has been interesting. And I just want to say, moving forward, since we pretty much covered that, we can talk about some other things, other than the Facebook, group. But I just want to tell people and then reiterate sort of what I said before, which is there, with having a group of 5,000 people and then having about up to 100, what I would consider people who contribute to development of the company. It's really more like 50, but if I stretch it, it's like 100 people. We spent a lot of time, a lot of heartache, a lot of money to get things to go here where we are right now. And it's a good thing. And it's good that we have it. But this has been way too much investment for how very little kickback we get from the community. We get so little. And it's just because of a core of about 50 cats and a couple big cats that understand the vision and contribute and invest that we're able to do this at a professional level. But, you know, it's just tens of thousands of people or thousands of people that could contribute or could help, just don't. And because of that, I will never again dedicate professional resources to putting the community first. I will put the company and the ideas of the company first and not the community. You cannot invest in a community that doesn't fucking invest back. And this fucking community does not invest back. Only a certain percentage of it does. And that's, I should say this as a caveat. What we're looking at is the community through the lens of internet people, not necessarily the community, because internet people they're on the internet for themselves. They're into their own loops. They're into their own dopamine loops. That's what they're into. Cool, right? We got a Facebook group. You can enjoy that. But I'm not placing professional resources and focus on basically what amounts to be like a low-level opium tent or like a bar for people to go and just like talk about guns. And it's good that we have it, but to have a serious professional impact, you can't. You have to put your money into constructive places. And there are some things that we'll do for the community and we'll give opportunities, but the era of like thinking that this was going to be like me investing in the fam to bring the whole fam up, it's over. It's over.
Well, and I think to clarify, t-shirts are cool, hats are cool, stickers are cool, but there's no way, shape, or form the merchandising we've done pays for itself. I mean, it's more us getting our brand out there. It's more us giving stuff to the community in the past. Because we don't, with shipping and handling, with the cost of merchandise, we don't make money on our products. It's just, we don't. It's something we're trying to do to help you guys support, build our brand and show the image and show the hats and everything else. It's for the community. It's a bit at cost to LGO for everything. That's why we don't always jump on, hey, we should have stickers or we should have this or that. It costs us money every time we do that.
And the first 2 years, I legitimately sent twice as much shit out for free than people purchased to get it out there. It's a loss leader. It's for marketing, but it's also for the people. Like, here, have this. Here, have this Facebook group. Which, by the way, if I could charge $1 a month for everybody in the Facebook group tomorrow, I'd fucking do it. Like, the whole internet thing where you have 100,000 people subscribed to a person on YouTube and only 2,000 people watch the video, and people can't even, like, I shouldn't even say, maybe 100,000 people subscribe to the thing and only 2,000 people watch the video. But many people who watch the video can't even hit the like button. Like this shit with the internet people. Like I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not.
People
No, I'm not fucking. I'm not stretching myself into a fucking pretzel and spending money on this shit anymore. Like there's a couple places where, and this goes into trying to get people that are like, I'm going to help LGO. We're going to do this. I'm going to help.
Well, how many times have we heard, why didn't you guys invite me?
Like, yeah, from people, why didn't you guys invite me to the training when the person's never bought a $5 sticker and we only have 30 slots nationwide or 24 slots and you don't even buy a sticker and you want to be invited to the fucking training and you don't even contribute on the fucking page. Or I'm going to help Randy and then the person can't even make it past 2 fucking emails. Or I'm going to help Randy and then I waste thousands of dollars on this one person who fucking bails on me in the middle of a project they said they were going to fucking help me on. Like this shit is constant. So I can't hire people from the community anymore. I have to hire professionals on the outside of the fucking community because almost every time the people from the community are just internet people and they fucking dog it. They flake out. They don't know their boundaries. They don't go, maybe I shouldn't say I'm going to do something when I actually don't have control over my life to the degree to where I can help. So, but I'm making that statement that while the internet is important, it's been overwhelmingly put into its place in the past couple years, and certainly now. So, and the same thing with the podcast, man. It's the same fucking people that help. It's the same people. And it's so the same people that many of those same people are also the dependable helpers people over for the LGC. It's like the same fucking people. So, people are tripping out and my job is to make sure that people don't fucking trip out. And that's what this whole podcast has been. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to have you guys on, because the era of fucking internet people tripping out, it's over. Like not wasting another fucking dollar on people who go, yeah, we're going to do it. And then they don't do anything, right? You can't be successful and invest in a community like that. And the other thing is when I bring this up, sometimes people will then say, well, that's because Randy doesn't do it the right way. If he did it the way I wanted him to do it, then we would invest. But I don't know how else to fucking cater to everybody's whatevers. We do so many important things. We invest in we have given tens of thousands of dollars away to causes and other gun groups to help them. We've done so much, but that doesn't, it's the minds of people that are on the internet. I'm not including it, anymore. Like, if you're listening to this podcast and you're like, I really enjoy helping this shit or whatever, I really enjoy listening to this shit, I'm all show me the money now. Like $5 sticker, $5 a month. What is that? Like, it's nothing. This shit can go away. It can go away. If people don't help, this shit can go away. And what's unfortunate about that is those people will go, yeah, I knew that wasn't going to make it. I didn't like what they were doing anyway. Right? There's so many people that are like that. But I just wanted, from soup to nuts here. We're not done yet here, but I just, on the whole internet part, from soup to nuts, I just wanted people to hear from somebody other than me, how tough this has been, how you can't take it for granted, and how very little assistance in many ways we get. And the reason why we're at such a small crew is because these are the fucking people that show up and stick with it.
Yeah, and I mean, not only monetarily or how much work is put into it, but there's been times where we've had legit crazy people threaten some of us, stalk us, and
yeah,
cool.
and I'm also like, I'm not other people. That's part of the reason why we don't always stick our necks out or put our faces out there or whatever. There are reasons for that. For me, I've had to get over a lot to stick my face out here. I didn't want to. I didn't want to do a lot of this. I didn't want to take it all upon myself. I didn't want to develop Miyanovich. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to develop something that was going to hand off to people and then be on the board and just like help. Right. But that's not what happened here. And I don't like the fact that it's all so much Randy, and it can't stay like that. Not for me, not for the company. It can't stay like that. But if I didn't, we wouldn't be in recoil. If I didn't, we wouldn't have the podcast. If I didn't, the Facebook group would have been a fucking shit box. And that's been the only solution up to a certain point is I'm just going to have to step on the gas myself. I tried to get thousands of dollars out to people in the community to help us pay, like, here, help us do this and develop that. And almost every time this fucking cat's just fucking shit on me. So you got to know in this scene, if you want liberal gun owners to really continue to have impact, and you got to know that it's all down to this. What Adam brought up in the beginning, who's the fucking adult and who's not the fucking adult? That's what it's down to. Who's here to play with guns and who's here to get down? Because a lot of people are just here to play guns. That's fine. Play guns.
Yeah, that's a good distinction.
It's totally fine if you want to just play guns as an adult male and you're 40 and you want to play guns. Okay. But don't run your fucking sock on the internet about getting it on and getting it done and changing things. You're just here to fucking play guns. Okay.
Yeah. A lot of posts, just showing off the collection. You question if they even know how to operate this.
And fucking $10,000 worth of premium pistols, never bought a fucking $5 sticker.
Well, that's the big thing. It's you're on the page, you're spending tens of thousands of dollars on these things, not buying a pistol, and then you're complaining that you're not getting invited to these events. I mean, I understand some of our people just don't have extra funds, but if you really want to start being more of a part in things, donate. Really donate. Really put your money where your mouth is, because we screen people, we do everything else. If you donate, you are not guaranteed to get into any specific live events, because that's just not a realistic concept for everybody. But we need help. And if you really enjoy our content, if you really enjoy what we're doing, if you really have seen some of the intellectual works we've done, we need donations. And that's just the bare minimum to actually be a realistic part of our group, to have an impact. Because you can like my page, you can like my post on Facebook. That doesn't do a fucking thing to me.
I don't think that there's anything more illiberal than saying we need to work together. We're all in this together, like all of these collectivist ideas, and then you don't fucking do it. Like you're like all about that, but then your collectivism can't even scrape up $5 once a year. While then we go onto your Facebook page, your personal page, and you're buying a fucking $1,000 worth of Chinese plastic horse shit and fucking plenty of cigarettes. Oh, another tattoo, 4 millionth tattoo. Awesome. Right. Do what you fucking want. Right. But it's when you open the thing is about us is we represent Homo sapiens, and Homo sapiens are like this in a group. There's what you say and there's what you do. And if you have good elders in your group, I don't care if the elder is a male, a female, a non-binary person. If you have a fucking good elder in your group, they're going to let you know that if there's a massive disconnect between what you say and what you do, if there's a massive disconnect, you're not up to fucking par. You're not going to help you're not a help for the group. And our group is not just some place where people who normally don't get validation can come and merely get validation, and then they're not allowed to be judged in any other way, right? We're not here as a beacon for fucking validation for people. Like, it's easy to validate you. If you're human and you're a good person, I validate you. But also, we're creating so much shit and struggling and spending ourselves into pretzels that we are going to judge you based on whether or not you use the products, you use the things that are there, and then you don't fucking support. It's just ridiculous. So I'm just, the whole point of bringing all that up is just done. I'm done thinking about it and done done worrying about it and done thinking that I need to fucking do special shit for a community of people where 99% of them can't even buy a $5 sticker. Like, that is fucking over. It's adolescent on their part, and enjoy the Facebook group. But the first chance I get to monetize it that seems decent, I'm monetizing it. And if 4,000 people out of 5,000 leave, see ya. Period. That's it. That's it. Like, we have to be successful but more so than that, we have to be healthy and reach our potential, like as a unit, that as a dynamo. And you can't have a successful social dynamo with a bunch of one-way streeters. You just can't.